This is another one of our pre-built websites. We all know time's money. So if the website is pre-built, leaving only a few things like images, text and colour to be changed, this reduces our labour and reduces the price to you by hundreds of dollars. As the name suggests, pre-built websites have already been built with 4 pages and a blog. We've even added placeholder content like text, images and testimonials and blog posts to get you started. The only things left to do are to tailor the website to suit your business. Change the images, text for your services, about page and things like that, and the colours if needed. These websites have also been optimised to work on common screen sizes for mobile, tablets and computers. Before we continue, I wanted to mention that the business type for this website, being a lawn and maintenance website, is suggestive. You can use this site for any outdoor services business, as the content and the colours can be changed. But let's say you are a lawn care business. This website already has a lot of content you can use. Let's have a look at the home page. From the top, over here on the left is where your business name goes. If you have a logo, it'll go here. Then we have the navigation to all your pages of the website. And over here on the right, we have a call to action button. And if that's clicked by somebody on their mobile device, it'll ring you. Then we have the main heading here, and that's usually your business name and the main service that you offer. Then we've got another call to action, which would take them to the contact page. Then we have a large image here, typically called a hero image. And that's usually an image of your choosing. You could use this image if you liked, as long as it's an image that's relative to your business or shows a good positive result of people using your service. That'd be always a good suggestion to put here. Then as we come down, we've got why choose us for lawn care. This is where you get to put your value proposition to your customers. What do they value the most about your service? Make sure you add it here. And then we back that up with a testimonial. As you'll see, they're sprinkled throughout this website because they're very important. Then there's a small other section here called Our Story, and it's just a quick one here. You could make it possibly a bit longer than this, and you usually say why you do this and who you do it for, the region for instance. And then there's a read more button that would take them to an expanded about page to read more about your story. Then we've got a small sample of your services here, and if we clicked any of these buttons it would take us through to the service page. Of course, all this can be changed with your content, your images and your text. And then once again we back up with a few more testimonials, and as we come down here we reinforce the message to your customer of why you would be a valued service provider for them. And then once again, a banner that takes them to the contact page. And down the bottom here, we've got a footer that appears on every page of your website. And it just gives them a short brief about us and contact details and some links so they can get around the rest of the website without going to the top of the website. And then you have these 2 links to your social profiles. And that's pretty much it for the homepage. So let's have a look at the About page now, which we're currently on. Now on this page, I'd recommend you personalise this as much as you can or you want to. An image of yourself would look good over here. It could be an image of you working. It could be an image of you unloading gear from your vehicle. Or it could just be an image of you that you choose to show here. Just make sure if you do choose a picture of yourself here, that you're smiling and you look friendly. No one wants to do business with someone that looks grumpy or too serious. The main thing here is to give people an idea of who you are and what you do and what you look like. So when we follow down here, we can see we've got some basic information here. How many years you've been in business, the fact that you're servicing from Urunga to Stewart's Point or whatever region you service. What are your core values? You could put those here. You could also put another short paragraph of why you're doing this or how you got started. And then as we scroll down, we've got some more reasons that you can give your customers to choose you. And this time we're focusing on quality of service and how reliable you are. Then we come down to another banner which, if clicked, takes them to your contact page, so they can get started and contact you and make arrangements to see you, get a quote, or whatever your next steps are. Anyway, that's it for the About Us page. The next page we'll look at will be the Services page. So here we are on the Services page. This page gives your website visitor a good idea of the services you offer, and it does so quickly, so they can decide if you have the service they need. You can see here we have a heading representing each service. Then we have a short paragraph introducing the options within that service. Now you could have these displayed as bullet points because some people like to quickly scan read a web page. Now that's easy enough to do, and it's worthwhile mentioning at this stage that we will help you do this. We're not expecting you to do this on your own, and we've included 3 hours of our time to get this done for you. You just tell us what you need changed and we'll make the changes. Notice here, as we go down the page, that each testimonial is relative to the service. We believe this makes a difference. If the testimonial is specific to the service being offered, it resonates better with the person that's reading it. If you just have a bunch of testimonials that don't clarify the service that was offered, they come across as too generic and uninteresting to the person who's reading them. So we believe it's always a good idea to personalise those. So when you ask your customers for testimonials, it's worth asking them to mention the specific service you offered. This also helps it to get picked up by Google search. Now you're not limited to the number of services you can add here. You can add as many as you need. And talking about the images, once again, you're welcome to use the images that are already here, or you can add your own. One thing I wanted to mention, you can never have enough images of the work you do. They always come in handy to get new customers. A picture paints 1,000 words. Then we come down and we've got the call to action banner again, which takes them to your contact page. And that's it for the services page. So here we are on the blog section of the Lawncare pre-built website. And as you can see, we've already got a couple of blog posts up and running to get you started. So someone can come here, and if they're interested in this subject, they can just click it to read more. Now, I've got a bit of a saying when it comes to blogs. And, you know, what is a blog? Your website informs people about who you are and what you do, but your blog showcases your knowledge and your experience. And if it's a good blog, it's helpful to your customers and your potential customers. So why do you need a blog? Well, this is how you separate yourself from your competition. If someone's looking for answers and you provide them, you're ahead of your competition, because most of your competitors won't be doing this on their website, even if they have a website. Blog posts are typically longer than a social media post, but they have a much longer lifespan than a social media post as well. They can be picked up by Google if the post is deemed to be factually correct and original, and it's helpful content for people using their search engine. This sends people back to your website, and you've got a chance when they get back to your website of turning them into an inquiry or a customer. You can also send your existing customers to your blog if you think it would help them. Now, creating a blog post is quite easy once you've written it. So I'm in the back end of the website, which is also called the admin area. And you can see over here I've got posts. So if I just come over here, add new post. Now I've already created one and copied it. So all I have to do here really is paste it. So that's what I'll do now. Okay, that's been pasted in. And you could do that from Word or another writing program. And we're just going to put the title up here, and we'll get rid of this title here because we've copied it up top. And then all we're going to do is add a picture to it. So we come down to the featured image section over here, set featured image. And I've already got one lined up, this image over here on the left. And I got that from Canva. I'll set that as the featured image, and then we just hit publish. When it's published, we can click this view post button down the bottom left here. And there it is. There's your blog post. Now, I know nothing about soil testing, so I got ChatGPT to help me create this post. And it pretty much did most of the work for me. Now, I would not recommend, if you're going to write and add content to your blog post, that you get ChatGPT to do everything for you. You can get it to give you ideas. You can ask it to check what you've written for grammar and spelling and all that sort of stuff. One good thing you can do with it is you can ask ChatGPT to outline your blog post. So you give it the information and ask it to outline that post for you. And then you can just basically go in and fill in the blanks for that post. So that's one way of doing it. And then you'll have your blog posts that will hopefully be driving traffic back to your website. And the newest post always goes to the top and pushes the others further down. You can actually pin a post to the top if you feel it's important that it stays there. And that's how you add a post. Now, if all this sounds like it'll take up too much of your time, or you don't see yourself doing this, we can always do it for you for a small fee each month. Remember, your competitors won't likely be doing this, which is a very good reason for you to do it. It helps you stand out from the pack, sends people back to your website, and helps your customers. And that is this website.